Hello, this is John, and today I'm reviewing the BVMC IMX41 Mr. Coffee brand coffee maker. I bought this machine at Costco for about $30. This is a traditional drip-style coffee maker with a clock and timer, as well as a pause feature for coffee addicts who can't wait for that first cup of coffee in the morning, but I wouldn't know anything about that. It comes with the coffee maker, the glass carafe, a reusable coffee filter, and a drip water filter. The water filter rests in the frame between the hot water dispenser and the basket of grounds. According to the user's manual, this filter should be replaced every month. The coffee machine offers a list of other features: 12-cup brewing capacity, lift and clean filter basket, auto pause, water windows, a non-stick warming plate, a brew strength selector, water filtration system, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a minute, 2-hour auto shut-off, programmable controls, such as your clock and timer. So it has a lot of features, most of which you'd probably expect to find on a coffee maker like this. Immediately upon setting up the first brew of coffee, I realized that there's very little room to pour the water into the water reservoir. I usually use the carafe to fill this, and as you can see, the space to pour the water through is pretty limited due to the showerhead style of spout that spreads the hot water across the water filter over the basket of ground coffee. I think the selling point of this is to get the most out of the ground coffee instead of having a small stream of hot water dripping over one small part of it. But it limits the amount of space through which you can pour the water to get the water into the water reservoir. Mentioned a minute ago, the coffee maker comes with a water filtration disc, which is redundant if you have a water filter in your house, kitchen, sink, or water through your refrigerator. The filter is supposed to eliminate most of the chlorine in your water, which is supposed to improve the taste of your coffee. To be honest, I did not notice any big improvement between my old coffee maker and the new one. It seems more like a gimmick to keep you coming back to buy something every month. It also adds to the cleanup every time you brew a pot of coffee. The reusable coffee filter that's included is made out of a plastic mesh, not the very fine metal screen that you can find in other reusable coffee filters. With a metal one, you can periodically give it a really good scrub to clean it up. I'm not sure this plastic filter will hold up to that. All of the other features it comes with work great, but there's one feature that makes this low-end coffee maker a real winner. How many times have you broken the glass carafe to your coffee maker and then had to search high and low for an exact replacement? Now, you can keep your old carafe on standby or purchase the most common model and it will still work with this coffee maker. Why? Because the pause feature is activated by a lever that extends down behind the carafe. So when the carafe is in place, the coffee maker will send the brew through. When the carafe is pulled out, it closes the opening. This is very different from my old coffee machine that had an activated pause with a spring-loaded valve at the bottom of the filter. It required a carafe that was exactly the right height in order to activate it. With the new one, I'm able to insert my old coffee maker's carafe and still have the pause feature work. This is really great. Overall, I think this is a good value at $30. I can't express how grateful I am that someone finally made a coffee maker that you can use a variety of carafes with. It has always been a big pain to find a new carafe when the one that came with every other coffee maker I've ever owned inevitably cracked or broke. I love this lever-activated delivery system. I'm also impressed that the package included a reusable filter, albeit a plastic one that seems to me it won't last very long, but it's still better than just having to use paper ones or not getting anything with your machine at all. All that being said, as I said before, I can't tell the difference between the coffee brewed in this new pot compared to the coffee I made in my old one. Therefore, I don't find that little water filter to be much more than a gimmick that seems designed to perpetuate repeat business for the manufacturer. Add to this the fact that it's not particularly user-friendly to have such a small opening to pour the water into the water reservoir. It's hard enough to do that when I'm awake, but to try and do that in the early morning when I'm still half asleep is asking a lot. I'm going to remove 1 star for these two things combined. My final verdict is 9 out of 10 stars. I would definitely buy this coffee maker again, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who needs a new coffee maker. Good job, Mr. Coffee.